Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I have Max Montes on the line, and he's a sales manager over at Full Circle Electronics, doing business as Cal Micro Recycling. Max, welcome to the show.
Hey, glad to be here. Thanks, Adam. Good morning. I'm excited, and let's get this going.
Yeah, so I know you were referred over to us by Tony over at Megamix Expo. So is Cal Micro Recycling going to be there as an exhibitor or to talk about the participation?
Yeah, we're going to be an exhibitor. We got a booth out there. We're really excited. It's our first time going to the Mega Mixers down in Santa Anita. Virginia, so we're super excited. I've looked at it. Last year's looked awesome, so we're glad to be a part of it and really looking forward to it.
I'll tell you, man. So I've been doing this interview series for the organizer and getting to know some of the businesses that are attending and, their services, what they do, all that good stuff. And there's some people that have been there since the beginning and they keep coming back. And I'm like, man, what keeps you coming back? They're like, oh, my gosh, are you kidding me? The businesses, the people that come, like the vendors, like the community that comes out and supports, they say it's like nothing else. So I'm excited. This will be my first year as well. So we're both going for the first. So it's going to be fun. Now we're going to be doing some interviews and some other things on site. Have you ever been to that Santa Anita Park just in general? Have you ever been to that?
Yeah, I have. Actually, I like to bet on horse racing, so I've been there a couple of times.
Oh, man, so you're going home. You're like, and you get to go there when for work? What?
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time, and it's actually a beautiful park, a great area. Yeah. It's by the mall, so I'm hoping the weather is going to be a nice day, and I'm just really excited to meet other entrepreneurs, other businesses, and kind of help each other out and see what it's all about down there.
Yeah, and it overlooks just for everybody that hasn't been there, it overlooks the mountains, and it's all kinds of things. Like it's a beautiful area. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it.
So, Max, I want to go a little bit further into Cal Micro Recycling. So maybe tell us a little bit more about the company and what you do.
Perfect. First, I'm going to start off by giving you kind of like our mission and our vision statements.
Mm-hmm.
So our mission statement is Earth is our client and mankind is our family. We service our planet by servicing others, living by our core values, leveraging our resources to improve the lives of our employees, clients, business partners, and our community. And going a little bit more into our vision, we're a multi-state innovative recycling company achieving exemplary sustainability standards by focusing on the growth of our people and giving back to those communities as well. So we're really involved in helping businesses, but also helping our communities we do a lot of outreach, community events for e-waste recycling, fundraisers to help nonprofits, school districts, get a little bit rebate money back, and it's kind of good for both parties. We're cleaning up the community, keeping hazardous material out of the landfills, and, recycling it the right way and responsible way.
How did you originally get into this business? Like, how did you discover it?
So that's kind of funny. So a lot of people, when they say recycling, they think of cans and bottles, but I never knew how huge electronic recycling is, and it's really huge. So I actually started about 15 years ago. I applied and never looked back. We kind of grew, and now we're one of the largest recyclers in California. We're actually nationwide as well in as well as in Colombia. Yeah. So here at this facility,
and you were there for much of that growth too, right? 15 years. Like, how old is the company? I'm curious, roughly. I'm not putting you on the spot to have the exact year, but how
roughly about 18 years.
Wow, so you've been there, so you've been riding that growth. Like, what do you think makes this so, successful? What do you think, a lot of work you guys are doing?
Yeah, it's definitely our team and our culture. We have a lot of core values, and we have a lot of team members that go by those, which is integrity, leading by example, team players, pioneering, and just being overall responsible. And, I think people recognize that, companies recognize, and, they like to work with us because we, provide those core values in our work life.
Mm-hmm. And go maybe further into the recycling industry in general for tech. Like, is this industry set to keep on growing? Like, give us a little bit. I'm not too familiar with it. So that's like what you just said a moment ago about most people think about recycling maybe metals or things like that. But I don't know too much about the tech side of what happens to our electronics after we use them. So maybe give us a little bit of education here. This is fun.
Yeah, so in California, it's kind of different. There's something called a SB20 program, which if you buy a TV, you pay a recycling fee as a consumer. And you're paying that recycling fee for it to get properly recycled. And so we do that for the state of California. The TVs, we collect them. We recycle over 1.5 million pounds a month of TVs. And we make sure everything.
Did you say 1.5 million?
Yeah, every month. We have guys breaking them down, and we properly recycle the plastic, the boards. They get smelted down. The boards, all the precious metals get extracted. So that's the SB20 program. Then we go on to
you guys are working, man. That's a lot of weight.
It is. Trust me. We recycle because that's just one aspect of TVs, but total a year, we're recycling over 35 million pounds a year.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's
amazing.
Yes.
How many people work there? That's amazing. It's huge.
At this location in Ontario, we have 70.
Wow, man, I love it. Shout out to everybody. And why is this recycling component so important? Like, talk about that maybe a bit.
You know, California is a very green state, and, you know, they really want to keep stuff out of landfill, you know, and preserve our environment. You know, we're doing a good thing. If we can make this earth last any longer, we're doing it by reducing the carbon footprint, you know what I mean? And it's a great thing. And not only do we recycle, we also reuse. So if we could actually refurbish the product and put it back out into the public, we do that as well. So we're an R2 responsible recycler.
And what does the R2 mean? Give me some of that.
So R2 is just a set of guidelines and principles that ensure electronics are recycled in an environmentally responsible way, and standards that protects worker health, safety, and prioritizes data security. And also, if we're going to refurbish something, it undergoes a meticulous refurbishment process with skilled technicians that assess, repair, and upgrade products to ensure functions are like new, so someone could reuse it.
How does somebody work with Full Circle Electronics? How does the recycling products, whether it's a TV or otherwise, how does it make it to Cal Micro Recycling? How does that take place?
So there's different channels. One, you could be a local business. Our Fortune 500 company could call us. We could set up like a service, like a monthly service, weekly service, whatever that may be. Two, we have residential drop-offs for the public. And then in California, they have a program where you could be a state-certified collector, and we work with those collectors. Like they collect, and we'll pick up big shipments for them. But it all comes from the community. It all comes from, you know, end users.
And tell me a little bit more about the collector side of that. That's interesting.
So a collector, they get certified by state of California to collect the electronic waste. So they collect it, palletize it.
So they might be picking up TVs, like just to be like picking up TVs or things like that. They might be a small business owner and they have like a sign in front that says TVs. You know what I mean? Like they might have some trucks or something else like that at my offer. I'm just trying to figure it out, like the business out.
Yeah, exactly. Like they might have a schedule where they're going to 10 locations to fill up a truck. As we're picking up in bulk, we go to one location. But we could do small locations too. But the collectors, they're more collecting. Us as a recycler, we're focused more on the dismantling and the recycling of the product.
How many collectors? And again, I'm asking you for a lot of numbers, but it's just fascinating to me because this is like I get to see into your world. How many collectors would you say there are out there, like in general?
There's roughly 250 to 300 collectors in California, and there's recyclers like me. There's actually like I want to say 12 to 15 recyclers in California.
Wow. You're talking tens of millions of pounds, like you said. So now multiply that amongst maybe some others, but even though you're one of the largest or the largest, like, that's a ton. Or not a ton, that's a lot.
You know how you're blown away by the totals I was giving you?
Yeah.
That's only 10% of what's recycled in all of California monthly.
That makes me feel really good, though, you know, that this infrastructure exists. And the reason I say this is because we always hear maybe some of the bad in the news or in the media about like what's going on, and not about specifically recycling, but about what's going on incorrectly or what we could be doing better to reduce our carbon footprint and other things like that. So it's kind of fun to hear from the other side of the story, you know, all the hard work and the hundreds, if not thousands of people that are working daily to combat that problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's great, and it makes us feel good as working because we truly feel that passion that we're, you know, helping reduce that carbon footprint, and it really makes all the employees feel extra better what we're doing in the line of work.
Awesome. Well, Max, man, this has been a lot of fun having you on the show today and learning. And thank you for the master class on what's going on with e-waste and recycling and all the work you're doing over at Cal Micro Recycling. So appreciate all of that and appreciate your work. That being said, if somebody wants to learn more about Cal Micro Recycling or to connect with your team, how do they do that?
Yeah, so you could visit us at calmicrousa.com or fullcircleelectronics.com. We're based in Ontario, California, and that's 1541 Brook Street, Ontario, California. And feel free to reach out and let's see if we could do some business.
Fantastic. And for everybody listening to this, just so you know, we'll definitely put the links to the website and all that good stuff in the show notes, so you can just click on it and head right on over. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button. And Max, man, I'm looking forward to seeing you over we're at Megamix Expo. For everybody, if you didn't get your tickets yet, and if you're in the area, definitely it's megamixexpo.com. We'd love to see you out there. It's going to be, again, on March 12th and 13th in Santa Anita Park in Arcadia, California. Again, megamixexpo.com. And Max, man, appreciate you coming on and appreciate your work.
Thanks, Adam. Appreciate you having me on, and we'll see you at the Mega Mixer.